Hello, thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 12th of July. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Also, if you'd like to take advantage of my super special offer, 30% off your 12-month forecast and character analysis combination based on your time, date and place of birth, and totally unique to you, gain searing insights of the opportunities ahead, please click the link below. Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 12th of July. Now, we all like recognition for our talents, but with Neptune in the second solar house since 2012, it may not always have been easy to feel that yours and mine even were fully recognized, because Neptune is a very imperceptible energy, but it's very, very powerful, and it's had a huge influence over the last few years on us all, I feel. But of course, Jupiter more recently has been in the second house, the second solar house of your and my situation. And although Jupiter is retracing its steps now, this is the planet of expansion and optimism. So hopefully there has been an improvement around your resources recently, or how you feel about your self-worth. But because Neptune had been squaring with Mercury, the planet of self-expression, of communication, in a glorious part of your situation, in the air triplicity of Gemini since the 4th of May, you would think that Gemini has given flight to self-expression around your talents. The problem is that Mercury, of course, has gone through the shadow and retrograde, but and importantly through the square, a series of 3 squares with Neptune, which has been very draining, blurring, and not been very helpful. Now, right at the end of last week, Mercury moved into Cancer. Now, in purely technical terms, Mercury is not in its favourite zone in the sign of the Crab, but for you this is about those details. It is about being more productive, and it's just saying to be sensitive about how you communicate around those details. And in fact, in the first half of this week, if you have a conversation around finances or resources, I do think you'll be able to represent your interests with much greater clarity and, crucially, a lot more conviction. And what's going to help that, of course, is that Venus and Mars, which have been aligning in your opposite sign all month, are now free of the rather battering energy of the co-rulers of Aquarius, of Saturn and Uranus, which have been causing mischief for Venus and Mars throughout July. But now, as we come into this week, they're flying free. So your ability to be very alluring in the way you express yourself, to be passionate, to draw good things to you, is definitely turned up to max. So if you're looking to improve a relationship, be it business or personal or friendship, or you're wanting to make a good impact, or even invite somebody out on a date, the combination of Venus and Mars in this part of your situation and not being affected by Saturn and Uranus is a really glorious one, so do seize it. Now, the Sun, of course, at the very centre of all our energy and drive, is in Cancer still, and that is your 6th house. So some kind of reorganisation or greater emphasis on work and health, fitness and diet is all very much still at the centre of your needs, but it is in opposition with Pluto towards the end of this week. So you may find out something later this week which could just put you on the back hill a little bit, but life is a series of bumps. It's never a straight line, is it? And I think we've all learnt a great deal from that gathering of energy in the 12th solar house over the last couple of years. And Pluto's just saying here that if you need to be a bit more covert in your approach to your professional hopes, or around how you handle some practical matters, then use that part of your toolkit. Because Aquarius people can often be very open, And sometimes in life that doesn't get a reward as much as it could do. So if you need to be more tactical, I think this particular aspect is encouraging you to be so. Now, right at the end of this week on Saturday, there's a quarter moon in your air triplicity fellow air sign of Libra. And this is just kind of saying to you that if you decide to do something towards the end of this week, which is quite virtuous, just don't do too much of it. Just give yourself some realistic aims, because if you bite off more than you can chew, whether it's a do-it-yourself project or agreeing to help somebody else out, and that takes away some of your freedom or independence, you might end up regretting it. So just if you can, taper down at the end of this week. I wouldn't overload yourself with too many activities or commitments.